He's just... Oh, there's a goal! He's gone! Oh, Jameson put a ball, it was a try! Oh! What are you doing, silly Usher? That was the wildest play I've seen. I spat everywhere. So today on BKRsport, we are here for a big match, semi-final, preliminary finals football, Broncos versus, I've done it again, I've absolutely done it again. It's actually Melbourne Storm versus Brisbane Broncos. If Dano's watching this, he knows that well, you guys always know that I mess it up. I always have the away team first. Don't know why, just so excited. Melbourne Storm, Brisbane Broncos, this is going to be an absolute cracking game. Melbourne Storm came first place, Brisbane Broncos came third place. As you guys know, I was actually at the Brisbane Broncos game last week. Against the Panthers, that wasn't, well, it was average atmosphere, but the last time they played here was 14-12. Game's actually just kicked off while I'm talking right now, but the last time they played here was 14-12, so the Storms obviously was quite close, but the last time that these two teams actually just played together in general was at SunnYz Stadium. Broncos got a bit of a touch-up. The Broncos are got a bit of a touch-up, son. And how this one's going to go, surely you'd be thinking the Storm are probably going to, destroy this match. Look, they're going to win this season hands down. You guys voted for this on Twitter, so you guys need to go and head over to BKRsport Twitter so that you guys can be involved in the voting. So the Brisbane Broncos game actually, what?
Normally, every time someone does something like that, they vote a whistle and bring them back. But because it's the Storm, they'll let them flow.
So what, you're forgetting the fact that Ben Hunt just tried to tackle him when he was clearly allowed to go to the 20-metre line because he caught the ball in goal, but they didn't bring it back. Oh, Storm's away! Oh! Oh, he's been tripped up last second. Kafusi nearly gets 4 tackles. Goes out right. Oh, if they went out right, they scored. They're probably going to score out left anyway. Oh, Munster being taken down the defence. Everyone knows that Broncos' defence is quite suspect. And for Friday to get that, Broncos, like I was saying, their defence is quite suspect. We've all known that. Prone to leaking a lot of points, but they know how to score a lot of points because they're a really good attacking side. Their defence just then was pretty good. Their defence last week was pretty good too, obviously. They only conceded 1 try the entire game. The Panthers were just peppering their line. Also, if you do hear somebody else in the background, that is my Sharks fan of a mother who's probably whinging about something to do with the Storm, because the Sharks fans are always just trying to create some form of rivalry with Melbourne, which just isn't going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. So she's giving me a bit of a weird face right now, but we all know it. It's just the Sharks, you're not having a rivalry with Melbourne. Manly's got that locked up. Manly's got that locked up. Cooper Cronk in his last ever home game for Melbourne Storm at Amy Park. After everything's done for him, extra time, Broncos preliminary final, Cooper Cronk kicks field goal. You heard it here first.
I bet you like the Notebook.
You heard it here
first. Those nice love stories at the end.
I do, actually. Notebook was actually a phenomenal movie. Notebook was actually a phenomenal movie.
I'm starting to think I have to get out the violin in 30 minutes now.
You're just a Broncos fan, mate. This is absolutely completely irrelevant to this game, but I watched a video on Facebook the other night about Benji Marshall, and everyone's forgotten how good he was in his prime because of how bad he's been. Actually, it isn't completely relevant. He plays the Broncos now. The point of the matter is that everyone forgets how good Benji Marshall was actually in his day because they forget because of what happened to him at the Dragons, what happened to him when he went to rugby union, and what happened to the Broncos. Everyone's completely forgotten how fantastic a player Benji Marshall actually was. He's not anywhere. He should have obviously retired a long time ago. How did he get that ball out? Oh, here we go. Yeah, Adokar. Josh Adokar slipped over. Josh Adokar is one of the fastest players in the league, and he slipped over. Josh Adokar.
Oh, that's quite a shame.
It is. Oh, he came in. If he had kept running out, Josh Adokar gets that try easy.
Cameron Smith on the ref trying to get that.
Can you contribute something that isn't just insulting Storm or the refs? Even though I agree with you on the refs, I made a whole video on the refs. If you guys want to go and check that one out, then go and check that out now.
He's probably saying it doesn't matter what you do, but we're going to let you win anyway. So
you're just upset. You're just upset that Cameron Smith is one of the greatest hookers, if not the greatest hooker of all time. Of all time.
He's a grub.
Of all time. Listen here, Mrs. Paul Gallen. Gee whiz, son.
Yeah.
Mrs. Paul Gallen giving a big one up to Cameron Smith. Mrs. Paul bloody Gallen.
My favourite moment was when Anna's tapped him on the back. That the Canberra one when he started doing the I really miss Mike Ennis.
He's just...
Wrong.
Oh, there's a goal! He's gone! Oh, Jameson Vunivalu is a try! Oh! What are you doing, SunnYz? That was the wildest play I've seen. I spat everywhere. That was the wildest play I've seen in a very... Oh my gosh, that was wild. That was wild. So Cameron Smith throws an absolute haymaker of a ball out wide. Broncos grab it, lose it. Then Will Chambers gets the ball. By the way, oh my gosh, Will Chambers actually passed a ball. Like, buy a lotto ticket tomorrow because Will Chambers passed a bloody ball. And then SunnYz Vunivalu just doesn't catch it. It's such a simple, like if he catches it, he scores a try. He just drops it cold. He just drops it cold and then kicks it like an AFL ball. It's just like, see you later. Craig Bellamy. That play was wild. That was wild. Oh, I thought there was an intercept coming then. Oh! No, he's not going to get there. No, he lost it. This game's wild. This game's only 2-0 after 23 minutes, and it's wild. It's like, it's attack after attack after attack. You just don't know what's happening. It's just...
score a try outside the line.
No, but Corios drops the ball cold. Like, he doesn't even get there.
I know he doesn't. He scores it on the other side.
No, he doesn't even put the ball down, though. Look at him. See? Like, completely. He dropped his lollies. He's got no more lollies. He's got no more lollies. Even though it's only 2-0, it's still a really good game. Oh, how he's selfish. He's lost the ball. He's lost the ball. No one can hold the ball in this game. It's just drop after drop after drop after drop. If he had to pass that ball, that's easy try. Look at that 3-on-2. No one's out there. Pass the ball to Corios and you score.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Moga. That's Tau Moga. Man, I'm getting so riled up in this game. I'm getting so riled up. Oh, Adokar, you know what I was just saying? You know what I was just saying? He scored on half time. Josh Adokar scored on half time. There's no one catching Josh Adokar. No one's catching Josh Adokar. Half time here and Melbourne Storm lead 8-0 over the Broncos. You know, that was an absolutely wild half. I said that numerous amount of times. So much drop ball. It was really exciting. There was only one try scored, and that was obviously the last part of the half. In the 38th minute, Josh Adokar runs away 40 metres out. You know, it's been a pretty good half, even though there's been nothing really of note besides a penalty and a try. You know, it's defence versus attack, obviously, but the Broncos' attack has just looked absolutely atrocious. Melbourne Storm defence has still been pretty, like, you know, it's just stagnant. You can't break it. That's just what Melbourne Storm do. But they have looked a bit kind of tentative so far, so it doesn't look like they're going to go and absolutely demolish the Broncos. But then again, you never know what happens after a try like that just on half time. Broncos played, you know, they played pretty well to keep the Storm out for an entire half, and then just on half time is when the Melbourne Storm score and they break open the deadlock. So you don't know what that does to the mindset. I know in football, like soccer, if someone scores on half time, it completely will change the game, and you know, you go in with a massive negative mindset despite everything that's already previously happened. But you know, you never know. Like, Broncos could take it in a positive sense and think, okay, now we held them out this long, or they could think, you know, we held out this long, didn't have anything to say for it, and then conceded. So we'll see in the second half how we go. Unbelievable. What a player. What an absolute player. Darius Boyd. You know, fifth tackle, doesn't pass it, doesn't kick it, just stands there and goes down with it. You know, that's a play. That's a play and a half. That was the worst kick I've ever seen in my life. Corios just kicked the ball back 10 metres. He kicked it backwards 10 metres. He's kicked the ball back 10 metres. That was the worst kick I've ever seen in the entire history of the NRL. You know, my ultimate dream is, Benji Marshall! Oh, he just been absolutely cleaned up. He was falling. How is that a penalty? He's on the ground on his knees and he's hit high. He's on his knees though. Like, how is that even possible? How is this a penalty? This is a great play from Benji Marshall. Gets around him, kicks it through, regathers it. Look at this. He's already on the ground. How is that a penalty? It's crazy to see, like, those players who were in the Origin 8 in a row, like, then starting to retire. It's crazy. Like, Coop Comp, Thurston will be gone in a year or two. Smith will go in a year or two. Slater's gone, basically. Oh, Slater's gone as I say that. Slater's gone as I say that. See you later, son. Get out of here, Broncos. Oh, here we go. Of course, we're going to get the KFC advertisement. Got to get the KFC advertisement going. Oh, try, of course. Yeah, of course you think it's a try. But we've got to get the KFC advertisement going first. The only team to have a 100% winning record against the Melbourne Storm this year that I can think of, because there probably is another team, is the Gold Coast Titans. We only played them once. So we have a 100% winning record. But a team that we did play twice is the Cronulla Shark, and we won both times. Don't you worry. Get out of here, son! Get out of here! Get out of here! 100% winning record. That's embarrassing. When you're taking your start off with 7 minutes to go in a preliminary final, that's embarrassing. Cameron Smith coming off with 7 minutes to go. That is a kick to the guts of the Brisbane Broncos. Oh, Cooper Cronk's away. Give Cooper Cronk. Oh, Billy Slater. Get out of here, Broncos. They're getting absolutely total. Cooper Cronk is celebrating like it's just, that's unbelievable. The Broncos are getting absolutely touched up. Alright, full time, and the Storm go out victors 30-0. Obviously that means they go into the grand final, but we always knew that Melbourne Storm were going to be in the grand final. They're obviously going to win it this year. Massive shock if they don't, but no one, I don't think anyone really expected a score of 30-0. There's massive, shows that, you know, Melbourne Storm were the best defensive side in the competition, and yet they're still putting 30 points on the Broncos. Anyway guys, that is it for today's video. If you did like it, please give a big thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying this content. Thank you for voting for this game, even though this game is kind of just blown out of proportion. If you guys want to be in future votes, I'm going to be doing it quite regularly when there's quite a few games on in the day. If you guys want to be involved in future votes, I will leave a link to that here at BKRsport Twitter page. Go over there, and then obviously when there's a poll up, go and vote for your option, and that's the game I will be watching. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then you need to go and click the subscribe button below for all sporting action. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.